Are you a parent, a grandparent, or a guardian who is dealing with a child or children that have got troublesome and difficult behaviours? What if I said to you that you could stop the constant struggle of repeatedly implementing strategies like consequences and punishment, rewards, bribery, and negotiations, all in an attempt to fix and change those behaviours, and instead be able to address the behaviours at their root cause, the place where behaviours are generated? As you might know, there is a process that happens before you see the behaviours in action. So starting with what you might know, there is an event and something happens, and then there is an emotional reaction, and then there is the thoughts that get driven by those emotions, and then there's the action, which is of course the behaviour. And that's what you're trying to deal with, trying to live with, and it's not easy. Now, what's not necessarily commonly known is what I would like to tell you about today. Behind the emotional reaction, which is the first stimuli to lead to the behaviour, is the child's auto-programming. And that's found in the unconscious mind, and it actually began formulating before they were even born. Within their auto-programming is a range of moments in time or events, not necessarily traumatic at all, but for some reason they get stuck. And each one is an aspect of the child locked in a bubble with fixed time and space. In other words, the time at which that happened. Locked in their unconscious mind with all the exact feelings, thoughts, and emotions that were present at the first experience. Now, I call these incompletions. They become triggers for the behaviours, often the very behaviour that you're attempting to resolve. Now, if you know anything about teaching kids things, there's a process and you step them through things. If a child gets caught on one of those steps, not understanding it, their mind gets consumed with trying to work it out. And despite the fact they might look like they've gone on with the continuing steps, there's a part of them that got stuck and is still stuck trying to work out what they didn't work out. And it affects the learning of what comes after. So a helpful hint for this video is this. Learn to recognize when your child is confused or struggling and ensure as best as you can that they don't get forced to go forward until they've worked through and understood what it is that was causing the struggle. This is a great way to reduce potential difficult behaviours in the future. It reduces the triggers. And I know it's hard to give your child time to have their say in our very busy lives. However, the payoff is that if your child gets to speak and express themselves in the moment, when it's real, they have less incomplete moments adding to their auto-programming and waiting to be triggered. That in turn reduces future troublesome behaviours. I look forward to sharing more helpful hints. Until then, may today be better than yesterday, and use today to make a better tomorrow. Bye now.